What were some of the things that stood out about the Maryland game?
I'll tell you what, that was 2 weeks ago. I'm really on to Iowa. This is a great rivalry game. Really excited about our football team and just focused on us being elite this week. We've got to be necked on. We've got the Farmers Alliance pre-front pace heading into Iowa.
So when you look at trying to replace Antoine Winfield back there, what do you think of some of your options so far after the bye week?
I'll tell you what, we're going to have to be creative in some things we do. We have some guys that have worked really hard throughout training camp, throughout the beginning part of the season. They'll get some opportunities. There'll be multiple people to fill that role. He was a special player for us, but really pleased with the job that Coach Dye's done back there in developing our young talent.
How important is Jacob Huff now that Winfield's gone?
He's got to assume even more of a leadership role. He's got to get us right. He's got to make all the right calls, all the correct calls, and get us in a proper position to be successful.
How would you describe the team's physical strength now and where it needs to get to?
Coach Nickel, I think, does an awesome job. I think we grow daily. I'm sure he'll tell you he's not satisfied where we are. But at the end of the day, it's about improving, going out and changing your best on a daily basis, whether that's in the weight room, whether that's on the football field, and that's our focus. We just got to get better every day, and all the things that we need to do to be a successful football program, and we're moving in the right direction.
Have you seen how Howden progress these last 2 weeks?
I'll tell you what, we threw him in the fire, obviously, there, and that's going to pay dividends for us down the road. He's an extremely smart young football player. He cares a lot. He plays with Hal, and those things usually lead to positives for us, not only this week but in the future.
What did you take away from your few years at Iowa? I mean, it was Kirk's first year, and it was a rough year, and then they got back to what they've been before.
I think there was a real consistency, in that program. I think he's an excellent teacher. The quarterback coach there was my head coach in college, Ken O'Keefe. So learned a lot about how to grow up just playing under him, and it was a great opportunity. I'm very thankful for that opportunity, but by the same token, very glad to be here right now. Excited about the opportunities we have and the challenges we have every day to change our best and get this program to where we feel it can be. And I think Coach Fleck's done an awesome job with that, and I think our guys have really embraced that throughout the bye week of changing our best and becoming a better football team.
When you look at Iowa's offense so far this year, what are going to be the keys to limiting their success?
I'll tell you what, I think that they do an excellent job blocking up front. I think everything at Iowa starts with their offensive line. So we've got to be able to maintain our gap integrity, on our defensive line. I think their tight ends are excellent football players. I think their quarterback's an elite decision maker. So really for us, the key is we've got to get 11 guys playing together. That's when we've played our best football. When we've had that Farmers Alliance and 11 guys have been on the same page, we've been able to compete at a high level, and that's what it's going to take again this week.
Have you taken anything away from last year's Iowa game where you were able to essentially shut down their running game?
Every year is a different, an independent event. We obviously go back and look at last year's film, as do they, and they're doing some things a little bit different. We're doing some things a little bit different, but it's going to be important for us in order to be successful. We've got to stop the run, and they know they've got to run the football, and that's what makes for a great rivalry football game.
One more for Coach.
What types of challenges does Noah Fant present just as a tight end?
I think he has good speed for a tight end. He has length. We've got to be very, very creative in how we match up with their tight ends, whether it's on first and second down and third down, and that'll be a big challenge for us throughout the day.